In this important video, I want to show you a few key data points, metrics and technicals related to XRP to tell you exactly what you should expect price-wise here in the immediate short term. First, of course, don't forget to like the video and let's get straight into it. So first off, guys, a few minutes ago, I posted this on my X page. On-chain data shows XRP profits are declining. And if you focus on this chart, especially on this green line, then you can see that the profits currently, the amount of holders in profits is currently declining. So fewer people in XRP are currently in profits, and that is actually a good thing. And what you also can see is this horizontal range, which I highlighted here on the chart, and we are nearing this optimism area here on the chart. You can see that whenever this line turns yellow, that is an excellent buying opportunity. It nailed the exact bottom here at the beginning of April, as you can see, when XRP was trading at $1.66 or so. It also nailed the exact bottom at the end of June, as you can see over here, when XRP formed this very nice double bottom. And right now what you can see is that we are nearing this optimism yellow stage once again, and that is actually a very good thing. This shows you that buying XRP at current prices could basically make you a lot of profits if you're willing to hold for at least a few weeks. The next thing that I want to show you here, and I also posted this just literally 2 minutes ago, big money is back in XRP. On-chain data shows 600 million accumulation by long-term holders in the past few days. And if you focus on these green vertical bars here on the chart, then you can see that there is some buying going on here, $600 million worth of XRP. And the last time that we had this kind of buying pressure was at the beginning of July. And we can also see that back then the XRP price was at $2.30 or so. And we saw a significant run to the upside to over $3.50 for XRP. Right now we're seeing that same thing again. So it is very possible that we are very close to another massive rally higher here for XRP. Now in the immediate short term, you can see this interesting chart. This is the 4-day time frame. XRP is currently trading on top of support. We have been struggling with this range basically since the end of November of last year. We couldn't break above it. Yes, we had a fake out here in January, but eventually we broke below this range again. We had a few back tests as resistance, but recently we broke above this range once again, and we are right now holding this range clearly as support. So this, guys, is not the moment to flip bearish. You can clearly see it over here. This is the daily time frame, and the price of XRP is currently getting compressed here in this apex of this bull flag pattern, and this is a continuation structure. So I'm personally in favor of more upside here for XRP once we do confirm the breakout higher. What you can see is that the technical target short term is around $5, but there is also some resistance along the way up, which I will share with you in a minute. So stay tuned here in the video. The next thing that I want to show you is actually XRP's liquidation heat map. And what is interesting here is that there are currently some short positions active here in the market, and their stop losses, the liquidation prices, are piling up above the current price for XRP. Typically, price goes after the highest liquidity in the market, so short squeeze, or in other words, a move higher sooner rather than later, is definitely something that we should expect here according to this heat map. And here you can also see the targets in much more detail here. You can see that we nailed the 1.618 FIB target at around $3.60 a few weeks ago. So this is the main area to break for XRP. If we break $3.60, then I'm looking out for $4.63 approximately, which is the 2.618 target. If we go higher than that, then I'm looking for anything around the $5 zone for XRP. So very good opportunity right now. And this is also an interesting one. You can see this Elliott wave, 5-wave impulsive structure to the upside here on the left hand side of your screen. And here you can see the XRP price action on the weekly time frame. And this looks very similar. We had a wave 1 to the upside in July. Then we had a correction in the form of an ABC move. Then we had a huge third wave rally to the upside for XRP, beautiful structure. Then another correction to the downside, and then we had another ABC structure to the downside in a fourth Elliott wave. And it looks like XRP is right now currently in this fifth and last Elliott wave before an even bigger correction. Not necessarily a bear market, but most likely a bigger correction for XRP. And you can also see that sentiment is typically very bearish around the lows. They're screaming for coins to go to zero. And whenever we are in the fifth wave, people are very excited and screaming that a coin will go to the moon, that it's different this time around. But pay attention to this structure, guys. Elliott wave is a very reliable tool in technical analysis, and it is definitely something that I am taking serious. And guys, if you want to buy or trade XRP or any other crypto, because I believe there is huge opportunity right now, then I can highly recommend the Phemex exchange. It's the first link down below in the video description. They're currently offering massive deposit bonuses to my audience. For example, if you deposit $500 into your Phemex account, then you will get a free $100 trading bonus, which is free money that you can use to trade with. And also keep in mind that your trading fees are going to be super low if you use my link down below, which is an additional benefit. Alternatively, you can also trade on AscendEX or MARGEX. These links are also available down below in the video description. Check it out if you're interested. Continuing here with the video, this is XRP on the weekly time frame, and this is something that is a little bit concerning, I would say midterm. We are currently forming this bearish divergence on the RSI indicator as well as on the MACD indicator, which measures momentum. And what you can see is that the RSI is currently printing lower highs basically since the end of November, while price actually made higher highs. So there is bearish divergence, a momentum loss going on, but I don't think that XRP already topped out. I think there is room left for at least one more move higher into the $4 to $5 zone, but at that stage we should monitor the indicators very closely, because we could form a triple bearish divergence once XRP reach these levels. So pay attention to this, guys. We are losing some momentum here. I do believe that we are going higher, but once XRP reaches that $4 to $5 zone, we could see a multi-week or even a multi-month correction in the crypto market. Another interesting thing here is that adoption is constantly growing. The XRP ledger just hit 7.4 million addresses, still climbing here. People are still buying XRP. That is a very good sign. Also here in terms of HBAR, social dominance falls 90% retail left. And this is an interesting metric because you can see that since the beginning of July, social sentiment basically collapsed to the downside, minus 90% here. So people are losing interest while the market structures are still looking bullish. And this is the moment where you want to buy. You want to buy when no one is interested, and you want to be a little bit more conservative when there's a lot of interest in the market. So this is also a good sign for HBAR, for crypto in general. And the last thing that I wanted to show you here is actually the altcoin season index. We're currently sitting at 53. Whenever we get above 75, it is always wise, as I continue to say, to lock in profits into stable coins, because we always, guys, always, you can go back into history, we tend to see a multi-week or even a multi-month correction in the altcoin market after we hit above 75. But guys, that was it for today's XRP analysis. Hopefully this was helpful. I'm very bullish. I think once this compression ends for XRP, we're going to see a big move higher. For now, patience is the name of the game. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me over on Instagram, link down below. I want to thank you all for watching, for the support, and I'll see you very soon with another XRP update. Bye bye.